Of course, I hit the record button right as I cough. Whatever. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of um another session. Whatever. Brain just decided to stop working immediately. Yeah, welcome back to Secret of the Crystal Glacier. Um, and this is session 7. And I guess people can just go ahead and start with their things. Intros is the
Adam,
word I was
I am
looking for.
playing Adrazia, the Efreet that likes fire a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, Jess, I'm playing the Rat Man Paladin.
Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Once again, this is Gunner. Once again, I'm playing the illustrious Donovan Fluffles, as well as his estranged daughter, Yumi.
Hey everyone, it's Cat5 Gaming, aka Katria. And once again playing Kona, the Null Warrior.
And hello, I am Kryos, and as always, I am playing Champion Drakatar, who still doesn't have a way to go pew pew yet, and Big Seth.
Yep. You still got, 2 days until your gun lance is ready? So it's only been 1 day since you all arrived here, actually. So, but I am Serene Inc., the game master and the one setting up this whole campaign and everything. Translating it from the original AD&D freaking first edition. So, technically, I've changed enough at this point that I could probably get away with saying that it's original, but technically, the main idea is the campaign from the original, so whatever. Last session, actually, I've kind of hilariously forgotten some of what happened last session. That was... Oh, yeah,
We
okay.
fought ice cubes.
No, that was 2 sessions ago.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, that's right. We didn't fight anything last session.
Yeah, there was no combat last session.
It was just
We met that wizard or sorceress or something. We got
We blew
directed
up the
towards
sewer.
the dragon.
Yeah, we blew up a sewer. Does that count as combat?
You blew up a sewer. Yeah, you
Yep.
blew up a sewer. We solved the Sphinx's riddle. Don flirted with her.
Right.
Kona gave everyone food poisoning.
Yep.
So
Amazing.
yeah, yep. And that
Probably
was
used some barbecue
kind of
stuff.
that was kind of where I was like forgetting. I couldn't remember if your meeting with Sophia, was last session or session before. But yeah, and I opened up the file just a moment ago while you were saying to double check. But yeah, you all met. You did. Oh, excuse me. Gosh, you did all meet Sophia, which I am using art of Micaiah from Fire Emblem. I don't know which one, but from one of the Fire Emblems.
Dawn. It's either Radiant Dawn or Dawn, or it's the Radiant duology.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I remember I was looking up Radiant
Radiant Dawn.
Dawn when I was looking for pictures. So, But yeah, technically the art for Sophia is Micaiah. Her like white mage or light sage or something like that outfit. I don't remember exactly.
Blood for the Blood Lily.
But it's not her default outfit. Funny enough, actually, technically, I did use this exact character, for something else in the same series. Back when we were playing, Pool of Radiance. I actually used. There was a character named Shawl Ball. If anybody remembers,
Was I there that back then? Was I there for that?
Probably not.
Ah,
I think Shawl Ball's story was already over by the time you joined.
Shawl
But
Ball
this
for no
art,
balls.
this is the same character. And so like I was looking at her going, she'd be perfect for like what I need. But then I was like, well, those of you who were here during Pool of Radiance might mistake the character for Shawl, assuming any of you even remembered. But then I found that she had like alternate outfits, and I was like, yeah, that works. So I grabbed her. I think it was. I think the name of the class was like Light Sage or something like that. But yeah, those are literally the same character. So not like in story, but they're literally those two pieces of art are art of the same character. So
Cool.
Right.
but Sophia
And
is
of course,
not
Cal
Shawl
wants-
Ball, to be clear. So
And Cal
Um,
wants to stick her in his gun lance too.
so Shawl Ball's story ended back in Pool of Radiance, and unless we actually consider doing Pools of Darkness, which I'm not planning to do, Shawl Ball would not be returning for anything. So
What the heck is Pools of Darkness?
technically it's the 4th campaign in the series. Pool of Radiance, then Curse of the Azure Bonds, then Secret of the Silver Blades, and then there was what we would refer to as a mythic level campaign, a hot level 20 plus campaign.
Ooh.
That
Okay.
was called Pools of Darkness, except it's really bad.
Oh.
Like
That's
it's
not good.
really like if you didn't like Curse of the Azure Bonds, you won't like Pools of Darkness. So it is that just as a quick thing, basically that they decided that they wanted to make a campaign that would cover the entirety of the Moon Sea realm. Which is where like Pool of Radiance and Curse of the Azure Bonds take place in. They're just like different areas in that place.
Right,
But
okay.
they decided they wanted to make an epic, mythic, whatever you want to call it, campaign that took place across like the entire area of the Moon Sea.
We're going to the moon.
And basically the game starts with Bane like reaching down and like ripping the whole of the Moon Sea like area, like just rips the entire thing out of the world and throws it into the astral plane.
How much venom is Bane on? Jesus.
And there's, other than the fact that all of the villains are lieutenants of Bane, there is zero connection with their stories. And not only are the 4 lieutenants of Bane not connected in any way, it is like, if you want to consider Secret of the Silver Blades open world, this was even more open world. And
Oh, man.
every tile of the map had an entire story.
Oh my
Gee.
gosh.
And it is legitimately gigantic, that campaign.
Damn.
But literally none of it is connected together. Like, if the problem that people disliked with Curse of the Azure Bonds was that it didn't feel like the stories were connected, like,
So it's just that, but worse.
right. Like, there's like 50 different stories and like entire campaigns worth of stuff that go on in that campaign, basically. It is
I kinda tend to
legitimately
prefer, like,
gigantic. And none of it is
Smaller,
connected.
tighter stories, you know?
So, yeah, you could legitimately make an entire campaign out of any one part of that one campaign, you know? So,
Huh.
it's
Someone's gonna have to
absolutely
hold my beer.
ridiculous how gigantic that is.
I
But,
bet I could do it.
again, none of it's connected, and so you're literally running around doing a million things, and it's like, okay, why am I here? You know? So, but yeah, I don't think we'll get into that because it's that. First off, that would be way difficult to convert. This has already been really difficult for me to convert. But trying to convert freaking Pools of Darkness would be an absolute nightmare. Freaking Monsoon's Tower, which is one like dungeon, is like 20 floors.
Oh, dang.
Jesus.
And that
That's a big building.
is a single dungeon out of like the 50 dungeons that you like, quote unquote dungeons that you have to do. That they wanted to make a campaign that covered the Moonsea realm, and the Moonsea realm has like 15 cities, and they wanted every city to have something, but then also decided that every city having something wasn't enough. There needed to be more. And like it legitimately becomes ridiculous. You go to Mole Master, you fight the Beholder, the Mole Master Beholder Corps, and the freaking like all 15 of the Beholders, including the Elder Orb, Arkham, and Death Tyrant, and you go to Limbo to fight the freaking 4 lieutenants, and if there's a campaign out there that I can call an epic tier campaign, that one would take like 5 years to run at max level. So if we were to do like higher than level 20 stuff, you would get to like level 30 and you would not even be halfway through the campaign. It's stupid how big it legitimately, like, is a computer game, and legitimately in AD&D it could take you to level 40, which was the literal max. And even then you were still usually there was still usually more stuff to do beyond that. You would hit absolute max level, and you would still have like a quarter of the story left. Like, it's stupid how big that campaign is. So,
Is
anyway.
it bad that I want to do a campaign like that someday? Like actually like run one? So it is bad. Okay, then I won't.
An epic tier campaign.
Like I want to run something like that someday.
Right.
1 to 20, possibly beyond.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you start off on one planet, you could end up going to the next and the next.
I actually plan on running one like that.
Right. But I guess back to this campaign.
Yeah, we've been at this for an hour already.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, podcast wise, we're only 15 minutes in.
I
But yeah, it is 9 o'clock, and, we usually start about 8. The stream has been going for an hour, but the podcast, like the YouTube VOD, has only been going for 15 minutes at this point. So,
Well,
Okay.
look at it this way: we're giving the audience teases of things we might do in the future.
right.
Indeed.
Maybe. I really don't think there would be any way that I could convert that, but who knows?
Oh no, not that specifically. No.
Yeah, right.
I might turn Strahd into an ally.
But so yeah, last campaign you met Sophia. She told you that she had been granted visions of some things that you were supposed to do. And if you complete those things, then she will trust you, and a time will come when she will aid you. She did mention that one of those things was you venturing to the Temple of Tyr, and so you took it upon yourselves to head in that direction. You came upon Anka Sanaman as you went along. She asked you 3 riddles. You successfully answered all 3 of them. The first one took a bit, but the other 2 weren't as bad.
Well, that's because she was an asshole. That's because she was an asshole and didn't take any of the answers we gave that were valid.
But she did, after you solved her riddles, she brought you to the Temple of Tyr. Now, she did mention that the 3 riddles that she gave you are all connected in some way to what is going on currently. So that is something for, all of you to, keep in mind and puzzle over the weeks and such.
What were the answers? Was it life?
River, life,
River,
and undead.
undead.
River, life, and undead were the 3 answers that she gave you. So,
Yeah.
But you have arrived now at the Temple of Tyr. When you arrive, the first thing you are able to take note of is that the area here around the temple is not frozen. There is no snow. It is the city has had this kind of cloudy overcast ever since you arrived. It's just kind of always been that. It's been known to always have been that for centuries. But when you enter this area, the Temple of Tyr space, you notice that there's no snow. The sun is shining brightly down upon the area. The building looks as if it were like pristine, like it looks like it was just built yesterday, kind of thing. Despite the fact that everything else looks so worn and like damaged and ruins and everything like that. The building itself is fairly rectangular in shape. And I'll go ahead and bring everybody over to the Temple of Tyr map.
Alrighty.
Since you are here. On the northwestern side of the temple, there are 2 large oak doors that are about 10 foot tall. Each door is roughly about 5 or so feet wide. Um,
Hmm.
the structure itself seems to be made out of stone, but not like not like stone bricks put together, but almost like the entire temple like was a single piece of stone that was
so
then
it
like
was like
carved into.
It was basically carved out of a mountain or like
Yeah,
like
it
like
kind of looks
the
like
giant
that.
rock in Australia. Like if someone carved an entire temple out of that, that is cool.
Yeah.
That is some
That is
dedication.
cool. Yeah.
And
So there's no like seams in the walls. There's no like brick. It's not like bricks that are put together. It's literally just a flat, solid like slab of stone.
I bet the plumbing is buckets of fun.
What's that?
I said I bet the plumbing is buckets of fun.
In the southern, the southwestern corner, you can see a large steeple that has a large brass bell hanging in it. The bell itself looks just as like brand new as like the rest of the temple does. Everything here looks super pristine, basically. So
The first thing that's gonna pop into Cal's mind when he sees all this, compared to everything else around him, this place either has one hell of a groundskeeper, or something about this screams time is involved. But there's a chance that this thing was like brought back like from the past, or this whole timey-wimey wibbly-wobbly stuff.
Right. It could be like the timeless forest, where it's a single moment in time that is permanent, that is stretched across the entire timeline.
Shit, it's a Dalek.
So,
Well, it's a good thing I have a hammer
mm-hmm.
to bonk the Dalek.
Either that, or we just run up some stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, they can climb those now.
I was gonna say, you do realize that that's
been
vulnerability.
proven.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you all want to do?
Cal suggests to Adrazi knock at the door with your hammer.
Wow,
Are you
think it's
sure
gonna
you
be
want
a
to ask
mimic?
Adrazia to do that?
I mean, why not? It's a door. It needs to be knocked. You are the one who knocks.
Maybe
It's
don't knock down.
also made of wood.
No.
Maybe don't actually destroy any property before we actually examine. Before we actually try it like normal people.
We are normal people. Let's just knock and go in.
You say asking the pyromaniac to knock on a wooden door.
With a hammer.
Yeah.
What? Knock on wood.
Knock.
Oh, for the love of! If you're so scared, I was just
I'm
gonna
not
cast.
the one who's scared. I'm just saying we go in. You're the one who says investigate the door. Take 5 hours to figure out if the door is out the door is actually unlocked.
You're asking her to hit the door with a weapon.
It's a thick ass door. It'll be fine.
Did you want
A
me to
wooden
kick
door.
Hey,
Yes,
let's
Conan, you
all
can
kick
kick
it together on 3.
No, just Kona.
What? I have hind legs. I can do like the horse kick.
Then you go up there.
I am up there.
Then just you hit it.
Fine. I kick and backslash knock the door.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Because they can't do anything like not can't. I am I the freaking one making sense around here?
Let's see.
Says one who's too scared to open a door.
I was gonna open it, but you freaking throwing a fit.
You step up to the large doors. A single, hit on the doors causes them to open without any issue. When the doors open, you see a fairly square room. Inside of the room lie 4 large stone pillars that rise from the ground and go all the way up about 20 feet to the ceiling.
Marvelous.
You can also see that there are doors to the left, to the right, and then in front of you, there are 2 very large, 10-foot large doors that are very ornately designed. You can see the symbol of Tyr that is etched onto the door. Speaking of the symbol of Tyr, what is the symbol of Tyr? I don't remember.
Is it like a hammer or something?
I am looking
a shield with a hammer on it.
Oh, scales.
Shield with a scale on hammer.
Okay.
I mean, you told us not to blow up the sewers either, but that turned out really good. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a different situation.
Uh,
Back there, you weren't risking angering a god.
I suppose while Yumi is technically here.
For all we know, Tyr could be a god that favors
there.
strength. What did I do? I opened the door strongly.
I'm not quite sure that's how it works.
I love angry gods. It's like a habit.
I can tell you that
Those gods are dicks, so.
I can tell you that once you're closer to the pillars, you can actually see that all 4 of the pillars are engraved with names on them. There are literally hundreds of names engraved into these pillars.
Would those names perhaps be? My guess is great warriors of old.
You could roll a history check.
Yeah, let's do that.
If you wanted to do that.
History. All right, let's turn on the history channel. Let's see what they say.
There's a bunch of aliens.
Yep,
It's a 3.
bunch of aliens.
You do not recognize any of the names.
I could have. Let me see.
That's
Because
why
it looks like you
0 to
took off
14.
the board. Did I have her with history? Yes, I did. I did have Fuming with history.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. Gunner's mic tends to go up and down
Wow.
randomly. All
So,
right.
that's
Here, I'll bring.
oh, there it goes.
Yeah. I wasn't actually sure which one you were technically using right now, so.
Ah.
Since Don had been pulled in, I just kind of figured that that meant Don was the active one, and so I hid Yumi. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, either way.
So somehow Adrazia knows the most about something like this.
Or at least recalls.
What was the option? History or
History check. Yep. If you want to look at the names and see if you can
Well, I'll be damned.
recall.
I mean, I'm trained in it.
Don with a 19.
Yeah. Nope.
Ramon with a 6.
Who are these
That
assholes?
one. Yeah,
Ramon and Cal are just like, these are a bunch of aliens.
Ramon stares at the pillars, and then his eyes just kind of glaze over.
All these names make a circle. All these names make a circle.
So Don,
Careful, you're gonna get a headache.
you definitely remember ancient legends from very far back. Possibly 1,000, possibly even more years ago. Where some of the names on the that are marked on the pillars, like the stories that you recall are like about some of the people that are marked on the pillars. So. If that made sense. I know I kind of fumbled through that. So
he does know some of the stories of the depicted on the pillars.
Yeah. The names of the people on the pillars definitely seem to be of several like famous people from 1,000 or more years ago.
So these are what, like Tyr's honored warriors or something?
Possibly. I don't recognize any of these.
Likely prophets, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. Clergy.
Oh,
Members.
heralds.
Ooh.
Anyone that died in his name. One of the two. Or one of the
Yeah.
several.
I wonder if there's a chance that we could become his heralds.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it.
Nah. I don't want it.
But do we want to be beholden to a god?
No.
Yeah, no.
Depends.
Do we want
I
to become
need
one?
to fact
Probably.
check. Who?
Kona could become the goddess of the iron stomach.
By the way, Kona has walked around the other side of the column, and everyone hears her go, "An offering to your gloried warriors," and she proceeds to pee on the column while lifting her skirt.
What the fuck?
No.
Oh my god.
Can you control? Do you have any control over that one? Unfortunately, no.
Wow.
Kona is awesome.
See.
And I am out of Coke. I need more. The black stuff, not the white stuff. Ugh.
Black Tar Coke.
Kyo King.
What's is the name?
Hmm?
I forgot the name.
What are you trying to think of?
What's? I'm trying to find the name of the god Adrazia actually likes.
Oh. That I have no
But-
idea. I don't think you ever mentioned it. If I just search up D&D,
Ah, yes. I believe it's Kosaf. Is what's the other word? Well, okay. He's not a god technically. He's an elemental primordial. But to a Efreet, what's the difference?
Right. I mean, yeah, the primordial like elementals would
Are
be
on par with
gods,
the gods
essentially. So
yeah, that to answer, would we want to be in service of gods? Eldrazi were like, yeah, depends on the god. Because that's pretty nice.
The only god I follow is the almighty coin.
alrighty. Well, there are 3 doors.
I am back and I am out of donuts, so I am sad.
Rip.
Oh no. Well, Eldrazi is here, so she's going to go through this door.
Alrighty. Also, the pillars are like solid squares, so apologies if getting around them
you're good.
causes difficulty.
You're good.
So
That's all right.
Eldrazi can break
by the
them.
way-
Don't worry.
I don't know if that was intentional, but I'm laughing at the fact that it looked like Ramon was going to walk around the other way and then remembered, oh, wait, and walked around this way.
all right. You open the door. Inside of this small room, you can see what looks to be a couple of bookshelves on either side, along with a couple of benches. It is very likely that this is some kind of antechamber for people who are waiting to get into like the main, temple sanctuary area, basically.
Oh,
A lot of 5 stars,
I-
but overall boring.
I see. Yep, I see. There's a coffee table with a couple magazines, a water cooler, some children's toys. It's a waiting
sure
room.
is boring.
You're telling me.
All right, door number 2. What's behind there? Porsche? I hope. I'd like a Porsche. It's
well,
More doors.
through this door, there appears to be a hallway. There's a couple of doors to the north, and then it curves around, to the south.
Congratulations, you win more doors.
Yep, more doors.
There's a lot more doors this way, too.
A lot of doors that way. There are doors upon doors. Yeah, hallway goes down to the south, where there's just several more doors.
Don't tell me Tyr's the god of doors.
I thought there was more. There's a Mordor.
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 One does not simply walk into Mordor.
You have to open the door first, obviously.
I mean, you
Right.
can walk into
I think
Mordor.
you could
it
use
just might
less
be a little
door.
hard on your nose.
Mhm.
It'll be either hard on your nose or your boobs, whichever comes first.
Mhm.
And if you walk into a door, you're either gonna hit your nose first or your boobs first.
I mean, you can hit your butt first if you're walking backwards.
Yeah.
I've done the second one, unfortunately.
Wait, there was a VTuber that was like that got like so upset like that someone said that if she walked into a wall, her nose
You
would
did
touch
nose
first.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my boobs are gonna touch first. She does it, and it's like all you hear is, oh man.
Well, where does everybody want to go from here?
Well, Adrazia
Well, it
looks
looks like-
interested in that door.
And Kona looks interested in the other door.
Right.
Are we all gonna
All
pick
these
a door?
doors look the same.
I picked this one.
Where the fuck do you guys want to go?
Hmm?
Well,
Yeah, so
Adrazia,
you
I
should
guess
just
gonna open this one.
clear it systematically.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I mean, Adrazia can't be surprised, so.
Right.
Behind
all
door
right.
number 1. Of course. I knew it.
You reach out to the door and pop it open, and are perhaps surprised to see that it is an empty room.
That's even more boring than the last. Jesus.
All right.
That was the greatest pair of sentences ever, because it was, Adrazia, you can't be surprised. You're surprised to see an empty room.
It's less surprising and more. Well, now I'm disappointed. There's nothing to burn in here.
There's nothing
If there's
really
even
in
a
that
single
room.
another empty room, I burn this to the ground.
All right. You pop open this door. At first, it appears empty until you happen to peek around the corner and notice a small cache of treasure chests. Or, just chests in general, not necessarily treasure chests, but
Oh, that's definitely trapped.
I got this.
I can just bonk the boomerang from a distance on them.
Oh, there's an easier way of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Back out the room for me. All of you.
Yeah, let Don do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's good at this.
That includes you, Kona. Never know if the room's fully booby trapped. And with that, Don's going to cast Mage Hand.
Mage Hand. Alrighty. Let's see.
I mean, actually, at that, it'd be better if Adrazia is in the room.
Yeah, Mage Hand.
Adrazia, please back away. Don't know if these things are going to shoot anything. Or fill the room with gas. Or
I'm
fill
fine
it with
either
alcohol.
way.
If the room fills with gas, let's hope it's flammable.
Well, now that you
Try to-
mentioned the room's going to blow up, I kind of want to be in there more.
You try to be the. This is my gift for trying to be the reasonable one.
All right. Cal is going to be the reasonable one, and he's going to put up a shield just in case. He's basically going to guard the door
Alrighty.
with his shield, just in case something explodes.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
I don't think so, but it never hurts to be cautious.
Right.
First thing.
Go ahead.
So Don,
What's up?
I was going to say Don. I was
Yeah,
going to say
go
Don.
ahead,
I was going
yeah.
to try and start. Yeah. He's going to try and start opening chests.
Alrighty. Your mage hand floats over to the chests. The chests do not the chests do not open right away. they do appear to be locked. However, you do not appear to have set off any kind of traps or anything in attempting to open them.
Well, who needs a lockpick when you have a hammer?
Yeah, right.
All right, let me work my magic. Let's do some.
That was your magic.
No, I have more magic than that.
I thought you were just a regular street magician.
I get this far? You think I get this far by not knowing how to use my hands?
I'm not even going to answer that because that.
Thieves' tools.
Holy fuck!
Does it dignify an answer?
All right. Taking a few moments, your mage hand utilizes your thieves' tools, and pops open the chests with ease. Inside of the chests, you find a collective total of 300 gold pieces. There also appear to be two there also appear. Oh, how do I? Can I do that? Oh, okay. That's a weird way to do it, but okay. What if I do this? Okay, that's what I was trying to do. So there are two potions of healing. Technically, potions of supreme healing. There is also, and let me double check.
You can drag from chat and add it to inventory. Neat.
Do they not have? Oh, okay. I see it now. There are also two small gem-like objects inside of the chests. One is a pale green prism, and one is a pink rhomboid. Pale green prism, pink rhomboid. Okay. So yeah, 300 gold pieces, 2 potions of supreme healing, and then 2 gem-like stones.
Huh.
Actually, they're supreme healing because there is. Oh no, sorry. It's supreme healing. I was thinking one of them was called potion of super healing, but no, I read that wrong. That one's superior healing.
Superior, yeah.
It's superior, not super. So I was gonna make a joke about that, but it doesn't work because I misread the name.
So it's a potion for Iron Man.
No, it's a potion for Frankie. Super.
Super. Ultra, maybe?
It's
Epic?
Nope, super.
Super.
So it's a potion for Clark
If
Kent.
you don't know One Piece, that's Frankie's shtick.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, no. I've never watched One Piece.
Yeah, I don't know
That
anything.
and being in like underpants. Yeah.
So I really
know a
I
Captain
don't know
Underpants.
anything about One Piece, unfortunately. So
I knew a decent bit.
Yeah. The facial expressions turn me off that show.
I just haven't
Huh.
had any interest in it purely just because it's one of those series that's been going for like 30 years. And so I know that there's absolutely no way I could ever even try to catch up, so I'm just not going to bother.
And
Oh, you
technically,
could
there is
easily
a way
catch up.
called. Technically, there is a way called One Piece.
So,
And I believe there has been talk of basically a new animated series of it, like a remake of sorts.
right.
Basically, One Piece Kai.
Either way. But yeah, so yeah, those are what you found. So
Cool.
you
Yep.
can.
And I also found that you can drag them into your inventory from the chat, which is neat. Very neat.
Cool.
Yeah. So at least 30 healing. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Very nice.
Oh, I didn't actually update the descriptions on those. Whoops. Oh well. I mean, the amount is right. It's just, we've changed it to act. You can use an action to like get the full effect,
I mean,
or bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the heal action and regular or heal bonus action.
Yeah, the item itself has the like activities. It's just the description of the item doesn't say that. It just says that the potion recovers 10d4 plus 20. So, but yeah, the items themselves are up to date in like actions and activities. It's just the descriptions aren't. Is all. So, all right. But yeah, I don't know who wants to take what items.
I guess draw 0, pick them up, drag them back over. Toss the gems to Don. He doesn't care about the gems.
Yeah.
Any diamonds go to me. I have spells to bring you all back.
Just looks at them. I got news for you. These don't look like diamonds.
They definitely
And I don't
not.
care.
Neither of them are diamonds. So.
Yeah,
Remember, we got transported here. I lost all of my diamonds.
Yeah, the only way to get diamonds is to go down, what, to level negative 54 nowadays?
Mm.
It used to be Y level 16.
13. Or 13 or 12, actually.
Oh, yeah. It's between, like, 10 and 16. I chose, like, a little bit above because, lava. I hate lava.
Well, you're supposed to mine where lava will be like right under you.
Yeah, at your feet. Yeah.
So you're literally at that point. If you fall into lava, that's a skill issue. Sorry. Anyway,
At that time, you're probably dripping in, like, potions of heat resistance.
it's got fire resistance.
Yeah. Same thing.
No, it really isn't.
'Pale green prism. 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 'Pale Okay.
All right, what's this?
Cool.
What's behind door number 3?
Oh, yeah.
And 4.
Open on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh, opening both the doors here at the same time.
Seems
Why
like
not?
it.
Okay.
Bed.
Yep.
So,
Oh shit! Weapons.
Adragia, you can see a room that contains 2 sets of armor, along with several weapons on racks lining the walls. Cal, you can see what appears to be a bedroom. There is a wardrobe on one wall against one wall, and a bed against the other.
Does
Maybe there's something in the wardrobe?
Maybe does anything in the room, whether it be the bed or the wardrobe, have any name on it, signifying owner?
No, there does not appear to be any like names or anything like that on anything.
Okay. All right.
So,
Cal, open the wardrobe, see what's inside, whether it's empty or just a bunch of
And
regular
Kona's going to
clothes.
check under the bed.
alrighty. You check under the bed and notice that there are a couple of priestly books. I don't know another way to describe that, but
So kindling.
Gnomes. Priestly tomes.
Oh, hey, toilet paper. She grabs the books.
Cal, when you open the wardrobe, you see several different outfits, just kind of hanging up in the wardrobe. One thing that you do notice about all of these outfits is that they are all ridiculously small.
Like tiny or just small?
Like, Don
Children's
wouldn't be
sizes?
able to fit into them because they're too small.
For gnomes.
I think these are for children. I think these are, but are they like the little robes that choir boys wear?
No, they seem to just be kind of general, like, clothing. There is a lot of, like, they do look a lot like feminine clothing. Dresses,
Hey,
you know.
Ramon, get over here.
But they all look like they look like they're meant for, like, a child or,
Yeah.
somebody very small.
Ramon.
Or I should say, they look. Some of them look like really fancy. But like they would only like fit a child. But some of them look like outfits that like an adult would wear. So.
Are you sure we're just not robbing someone's house?
Do you think any of these would fit, Ramon? Kona?
I will say for Adrazia, the weapons and the 2 suits of armor appear to be in complete, pristine condition.
Oh. So,
They do not look like they have aged.
So they're ornamental.
So, with her knowledge of smithing and all that, she's going to just kind of glance over to see if it's a product of this place or there generally seems to be magic inlaid with items.
Okay.
So that's you like check using smith tools.
Yeah. I can let you do that.
Okay.
That sounds about
I have
right.
an actual decent chance at this. It's a good thing it's with Smithles.
I mean, it's a synthetic 20, which is a pretty good number, so...
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
She may
lowest you
not
could
be
have rolled
smart,
is 11,
but she's smart with this stuff.
yeah. Um, there is absolutely no way that just purely by, like, craftsmanship that these items would be this pristine.
So there is probably magic on them.
You're pretty sure that there's some that there's either some kind of magic on them or maybe some kind of magic around with like the temple because of how pristine it's been. But yeah, like there's absolutely no way that these items have like stayed in this condition. Based off of like you can kind of tell, like how they were forged a bit. They look like they are centuries old.
And yet they are not showing the
They're not
aging.
right. They're showing no sign of age. No rust, nothing.
Okay.
So basically you recognize like the techniques as things that like would have been done centuries ago.
Okay.
But like even if somebody were keeping these things in good condition, they still shouldn't be this pristine. So,
Well, the best way to test, she is going to grab one of the items and just lay it down, like kind of like wedge it up between here and here, and
okay.
just bring her hammer down on the center.
Okay.
If it snaps real easy, it's a regular item, but if it doesn't, it's magic.
Right. Yeah. You kind of you prop it up right there against the corner.
The old scratch test.
You give it a real hearty thwack with a hammer. Your hammer almost like it when it like bounces off of the item, it almost like kind of vibrates a little bit in your hand.
Oh, it's resonating.
The weapon itself has taken like nothing, no damage.
What else we got?
Well, these appear to be magic, at least. Unless I just pick the one regular magic item.
Mm-hmm.
So are there any hammers?
There probably is a warhammer.
Was a warhammer.
So, I mean, I don't know, term.
Well, if there is a warhammer, there was a warhammer.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah. If there is a warhammer, then there was a war. Yeah, okay, I got it. Basically, if there's a warhammer, you're taking a warhammer. Yep. So I get that. Let me throw a little item into your inventory here.
Unidentified warhammer.
Yes, unidentified warhammer.
don't suppose there's a big fuck off sword or a giant axe or something.
Probably. The items in here aren't like set in stone. So it's kind of like whatever your characters would want, there probably is in here. So I'm
does
guessing
any of
you'd
us
be
have
after
identify, or
like a great
is there an
sword.
action to identify?
I mean, you would use the you can use the identify spell.
Right. Does anyone of us have it? Hi, kitty cat. Yes. Hi.
Kona likes swords that look like Cloud Sword. It's just a giant fucking cleaver.
Sword.
Right.
Yep. So that's what she's searching the room for. It was like,
right. Okay. I could give you a claymore. It is a 2d6 weapon that has the brutal property. When you score a critical hit with a brutal weapon, you can roll an additional die of weapon damage.
Okay, yep, yanking that.
Okay.
Give it to me.
Throw the unidentified claymore into your...
I don't think there's a way to hide it, but the math I see kind of gives it away, or gives a part of it away, at least. The to hit,
yeah, I mean,
bonus gives it away, and the extra damage.
Yeah,
Well,
it probably does show some of that. I mean, there's not much I can really do about that.
I mean, even in an IRL game, there's not much you can do about that.
Right.
Like, the only way would be to keep track of which item is being used and then retroactively remove 2 AC.
Right.
But that's complex.
Yeah.
To do.
Yep. All right. Well, anything else?
Don't suppose there's a short sword in there.
Probably.
I could grab a short sword.
Would there possibly be a rapier?
I can definitely grab a...
Using Adam lacks permission to update item, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I've seen that pop up too. So I've seen it a couple times now.
I guess I'll take an hour to look at it. Well, while we're exploring, I'll look at it.
So in order to...
Swing it around a little bit.
My activities, I can't change or add on to this new Warhammer. Because I don't have the details tab or effects tab. So you'll have to do that.
Yeah, I just saw the pop-up again.
My flaming strike and fire converted. And fixing the crit range.
Sorry, I'm trying to put the items into people's inventories.
Right.
But yeah, sorry. So, just say that again. All what? My mind was focused on throwing the items into inventories.
Yeah, because it's unidentified, I don't have the ability to add the flaming strike and fire converted.
Oh.
Or fix my crit range on it.
Oh, okay. I see what you got it. Yeah. I should be able to do something about that? Yeah, I'd have to go into the thing and then tell it the freaking.
I don't think we can realistically use them until they're identified.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
I don't know that they would.
you can use an unidentified item.
I mean,
You
you
just might not get
can.
any bonus.
Yeah, you just wouldn't get any benefits.
Yeah, I think you'd be able to use it, but I don't know that its effect would. I don't know that you'd be able to like get the benefits off of
Like,
it.
You wouldn't be able to get like a flame tongue effect, but you, I believe, would get any pluses from it,
Okay.
like a +2 or a +2 item.
Right. I believe I have moved over your flaming strike and fire converted attack over to the unidentified warhammer. Yeah. Yep. Unidentified warhammer. Attack, fire converted, bash, disarm. Why those are in there twice, I don't know. Then flaming
Okay,
strike
so-
all the way down at the bottom.
At a cursory glance, according to the AI overview, so grain of salt. Passive items like +1 weapons function normally. Items require activations like wands or command word items cannot usually be used, or unless identify or whatever.
Right.
And obviously, curse effects would apply as soon as the trigger is met.
Right.
But,
Very true.
so yeah,
very true.
+1, +2, +3 would function. But aside from that,
Okay.
if these have some fancy schmancy bonk ability, we're going to be very sad.
I am back.
back.
Sorry it took so long.
You're
Okay.
good.
Back.
You're fine.
I had Fenrir was pacing, so I was like, "Yeah, it's probably a good time to take you outside." So I did, and then Cat showed up, so I had to pet Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A
And-
cat, not the cat.
Right.
Okay. I'll pet you too.
Yay!
It's the hacker to you.
It's the neighborhood cat. It's a dark gray fur with like white underbelly.
Nice.
Super friendly, very vocal. Fenrir Fenrir sniffed its butt, and it didn't hiss or try to swat.
True friends.
Yeah. Just, I want to let it inside my house, but I know it belongs to somebody else.
Right.
And if I let it inside my house, it will never want to leave. And I don't want to steal somebody's cat.
Right. I definitely get that.
You don't want to appropriate their cat.
Yeah. And I don't want to steal you, because I'm sure your partner would not like that. So
So door number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Something like that.
9.
Well, I went back and counted.
Right. All right. So
9 dolphins. 7.
grabbing both of these doors as well.
Yep.
I suppose.
Alrighty.
Oh, more beds.
More boring.
Yeah, stepping in, you can see that both of these rooms appear to be bedrooms. There are wardrobes on the northern walls, beds on the southern walls. One difference, though, and the perceptive among you, such as let's see, Cal, Don, Kona, maybe if she actually like cared enough.
That's always the trick.
But those of you that are perceptive enough would be able to notice that unlike the bed back here, these beds here don't appear to have been slept in anytime recently.
Interesting. But they're not. Are they? They're not abandoned. Are they made? Or are they just?
Yeah. The beds are well made. But
So it's like. It's like the occupants upped and vanished then.
Yeah,
Sort of.
possible.
This is getting a little off. Because you'd think with a well-kept temple like this, there would be hustle and bustle, but there isn't. There's nobody here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody here and no response to anything.
Yeah. We would have ran into somebody and was like, "Hey, don't touch that."
Right.
This is not right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like we're hearing anything, like they're not in mass or something.
Right.
Unless, I mean, I could do a perception check if you'd like and see if there's anything going on in the other parts of the temple.
Sure.
But you'd think you'd be able to hear that. Anyway. But yeah, let me do that real quick. Perception.
Do one myself.
Wow.
Cal with the 12.
Oh.
Wow.
Grazia with the 9.
And the fact that before this you said the more perceptive of the group, and this is what we roll.
I mean, I was going off just the passive perception scores with that, but yeah, these numbers not doing so great. Don with a 24, Kona with a 25. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Cal.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Open door.
Yeah. Cal and Adrasia, the two of you hear nothing at all. Don and Kona, however, it's not letting me. There we go. Was not letting me open the doorways. The two of you, when you allow yourselves to kind of open your ears and kind of listen closely, you think you do hear a voice, a very soft voice speaking, or I should say, you hear a voice speaking very softly. That's the correct order of the words. Off to the far western part of the temple. That said, Adrasia and Cal, when you open these two bedrooms, they appear very much the same as the other two that you had just seen. As if nobody has slept in these beds for quite some time.
At least there's plenty of fire starters.
Yep, looks like it's time to go to the main chamber, I'm guessing.
Where the fuck is everybody?
I have no idea. This is getting weird. It's like There's nothing in tier lore about raptures, are there?
Not that I'm aware of, because that's Norse mythology. Raptors are, Christian mythos. So,
I mean, if we want to get technical, there's Ragnarok, but that's a very specific thing in D&D.
yeah,
Ragnarok happens when you're already dead.
Ragnarok is,
they can't...
the end of the entire world. Not, people just disappearing.
No, it's not the end of the entire world. It's just the end of the divine world. There are Midgard survives.
Right, that's true.
And no, they can't ascend to the afterlife on their own spontaneously. Somebody has to give them a hand.
Mm-hmm.
Or a sword. Or an axe. Or a bow if you're an elf.
Budge.
Alrighty.
Knock, knock.
Let's see. You're knocking. So you're knocking then?
Or
are we just popping the door open like everything else?
Cal goes up to knock, but then Adrazi just beats him to it and just shoves it open. It's like, okay.
Alrighty.
There's nobody here anyway, so
she wants an excuse to burn this place to the ground.
Jesus.
If the enemies give it to her, or if enemies appear,
As the doors open, a brilliant light shines from the other side of the room. As your eyes adjust to the light, you see that you are now in the main sanctuary of the temple. There are 2 lines of pews that lead up to an altar. Kneeling at the altar is a woman that stands no more than 2 feet in height. Her silver armor shines in the radiant light that seems to be emanating from the altar. Who dares enter the sacred temple of Tyr? The woman asks as she stands to her feet. She spins around, drawing a glimmering silver sword from a sheath on her belt. Cultists of the Undying Hand, surely. Pray to whatever god you worship. You will not desecrate these halls.
Cal
Fuck is the Undying Hand?
Dude, does it look like I worship a god?
There's what she looks like, by the way, there. That piece of art. Once again, drawn by Crystal Momo. Crystal Momo.
Yeah,
very cool stuff.
I would tap that.
So,
again, the fuck is the Undying Hand?
well, let's see. So Cal asked, do I look like I worship a god? Adrasia asks, what is the Undying Hand? Though in
and Dawn is gonna get into her pants.
In different words. The woman in front of you speaks up and says, do not toy with me. There is no one else here in this glacier except for those of the Undying Hand.
Ma'am, there's a whole town back there.
Is that the wizards? Strange lady with crystal? Much weirdos.
We were guided here by a sphinx.
That's true, actually.
Oh yeah, that too.
Look, I don't know what kind of Undying Hand job you're looking for, honey, but we ain't
When you mention the woman by the crystal, followed up by that you're brought by the Sphinx, the woman kind of stares in shock at you. she speaks up and says, "You." Hang on. Sorry, I need to.
Very good.
Freaking this name is freaking the Sphinx's name. I forget constantly, so I need to re-grab
what was
it.
it?
Akensunamen.
Yeah, Akensunamen.
Yeah. She says, "You were brought by Ankasanaman?"
That we were. We solved her 3 riddles.
She ponders at you for a moment, and then you see her resheath her blade. And she says, if you have seen the woman at the lodestone, and you were brought here by Ankasanaman, then perhaps I misjudged you. I apologize. Up until now, there have been no others here aside from those of the Undying Hands.
Cal will step forward, nice and easy, more like a casual walk. It's like,
right.
What, if I may ask, what happened to everyone? It looks like as if everyone just up and vanished into thin air.
Mm-hmm. Well, she will tell you. It was a millennia ago. Maybe more. Time has sort of lost all of its meaning for me. You see, long ago, there was, let's call it a war.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Gnome War? Was it?
No. The Gnome War was actually just a couple of years ago in current time.
Where are you getting Gnome War from?
So,
usually campaigns.
Yeah. So in Versamy lore, the Gnome War was it in the current period of time. The Gnome War itself ended just 2 years ago.
I'm guessing we haven't been through the Scion War yet.
No, the Scion War has not yet begun. So, this campaign is actually connected to that, though. But that's neither here nor there. The No More was an event in Versamy history where the gnomes appeared in. They came up from underground for the first time in ages. And they had like super advanced technology. Think like Breath of the Wild, Sheikah, Zonai, kind of like technology. So that they had like advanced, tech. And basically they came up from underground, met with the humans. The humans attempted to aid them in finding what they called their promised land. And it was realized that the gnomes' promised land was basically the continent that you all live on, the continent of Genosa. And the gnomes basically declared that, it's their promised land, so therefore you should give them the land. The king at that time said no. The gnomes tried to kill him, and thus a giant war erupted that crossed basically the entire continent because of just how big and like dangerous the gnomes were. It's super advanced technology versus, magic, basically. The gnomes would have won, but the Council of Magic was formed. Basically, 9 people from some of the most powerful races. Working together, they were able to conquer the gnomes. The gnomes attempted to create what they called the weapon. No idea nobody knows what that was. But according to stories, it was a weapon that was supposed to be powerful enough that the gnomes would just be able to unleash it and just conquer everything in like a couple of days. It blew up.
Conquering did happen.
They activated the weapon, and it blew up. And it annihilated everything in like a 2-mile radius.
Oh, damn.
Most of the gnomes were there at the time. So the gnomes are not a dead race, because not all of them were there, but most of them were there. And they basically got annihilated in literally just... It was literally just like one moment they activate it, and then the next moment it's just boom. And everybody's gone.
Oh, what does this button do?
The area is like super toxic, like Chernobyl levels of like radiation. And it's completely uninhabitable, basically. So, and all of that literally just occurred like 2 years ago to your characters. So, but
must have been one hell of a fire.
The war that this lady is talking about, as she says, it was centuries ago, possibly 1,000 or more years. The paladin Thuldir and his order of knights came to this city, Ostereth. They came to destroy a powerful arch-lich known as Zalazar. Unfortunately, as it turns out, Zalazar was far more powerful than anyone had realized. Thuldir and his knights, known as the Order of the Silver Hand, sacrificed their lives to cast a very powerful spell. One that would freeze the whole city and the Archlich's castle, encasing it into a glacier of magical ice that should never melt. Should, unfortunately, is the important word there.
Should is the operative word, yes.
Yes. She says, as it turns out, the spell was not as permanent as Thuldir had hoped. The cult of the Undying Hand has found and begun to utilize the Glacier's single weakness. This has allowed them to thaw much of the city, but has also freed the monsters that were trapped in ice.
So this place is pretty much a prison for whoever's inside it.
Right. Yes. The whole glacier is basically a prison for the Archlich Zelazar, which I'll type out here for you. Archlich Zelazar. But yeah, the glacier is basically a big prison for the Archlich Zelazar and his army of monsters, basically. They all got frozen
shot in the dark.
long time ago.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say this is the Dark Lord. That's the I forget which NPC it was that, or no, it was just the ladies
Oracle.
as a whole that asked
Yep, the well,
It was
the mystical well, the oracle. There's an oracle that mentioned it, so yes.
Well, I briefly forgot that it wasn't just a single person that asked it. I'm pretty sure. I think it was. It mentioned that it was like
yes,
the entire.
It was the Savaku as a whole that asked the oracle, and the oracle responded with, "A lord of
Dark
death,
Lord.
dread, and plague," or something to that lines. Those lines.
I think it's like Dark Lord or something. And it's like, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? So yeah, Drazia's like, I'm going to take a shot in the dark. This is the Dark Lord that Oracle mentioned.
A lord of dread, plague, and evil. That's what it is. I just looked it up.
Or, well, yeah.
So, but yeah, a dark lord, you know.
Plague, dread, and evil. Yeah, that sounds like a lich.
Sounds like someone that needs to get shot.
So.
I swear, if this fucker's immune to fire.
Dread, plague,
Heads
and
are going to
evil.
roll. Let's hope he's not immune to bullet.
The gnome woman here will say...
Wait, she's a gnome?
She is a gnome, yes.
Man,
She looks so tall, though.
She's
And
only
hot.
supposed to be like 2 foot tall. It's just that counts as a small creature, so...
Oh, dear Lord. That's...
Because tiny creatures are a foot or less, so... Anything that is over a foot starts to count as a small creature.
I don't know if Cal can bend her without extreme bodily harm.
But
So-
didn't you fit Leica?
Hmm?
That's only like a foot difference.
Oh, I guess, yeah. That's true.
So yeah. Yep, she's literally like 2 feet tall. She is super tiny. So...
He can ride me into battle.
I love how she's like doll-sized compared to Kona.
Yeah. And that's what also makes the scene, you know, her introduction here so funny is she's this tiny person, but like she immediately comes at you ready to fight, like all, you know, acting all big, tall, all that, you know. I thought that was fun.
No, actually Kona likes her goal.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very it's cool.
Cal's like,
Yeah.
I like this one.
got
The
Maki.
gnome lady
Hey, kid.
here will say,
I see.
I apologize. I did not introduce myself. I am Dixel, one of
Dixel.
3 remaining members of the Order of the Silver Hand. Or founding members, I suppose. It's possible that the order still exists. Which, by the way, the order does still exist. There are many members still. So. She's just one of the original founders from, you know, 1,000 or so years ago.
Dang.
If you're the founders of the Order of the Hand, why aren't there 5 of you?
least two, because 2 hands.
2 hands, right?
I get it.
There are 3 that still live, she says. So.
Oh.
Cal will walk up to her fully, kind of kneel-ish, as much as he can.
Okay. You still
And,
tower over her, even kneeling.
Yeah, it's like
even Don is bigger than her.
I take her hand and shake it. It is a pleasure, Lady Dixel. I am Cal Mo'o, champion dragon. Can be rest assured that my party and I, however dysfunctional and misfit we are together, we will take care of this great evil. For it is our only way back home.
As long as I get to break stuff.
But if you should ever need company, do not be afraid to call upon me. Because it looks like you've been here for a while by yourself.
She gives you a gentle nod and smile and says, "It is good to meet you, Sir Cal. And
Ooh,
I have been here for a long time by myself. Unfortunately, until Zelazar is defeated or destroyed once and for all, I unfortunately cannot leave this place."
That was my second question, if you wanted to travel with us. But you have answered that. That is unfortunate.
Unfortunately, me and this temple both serve as a sort of crux that keeps the Glacier spell active. As long as I remain in the temple, as long as I remain in the temple keeps the spell active and keeps me alive. If I were to leave...
So what...
If I were to leave, the spell would weaken beyond repair, almost instantly.
Do you... And if we were to... Let's say we were to go out and destroy this great evil, what would happen then? Would you and the temple rapidly age and cease to exist, or would you still remain?
The temple and I would remain in our current state. We would not rapidly age, but we would both begin to age normally.
I see.
At
least you
have
won't,
another 100 years or so. If I were to leave, I would certainly still have another 100 years or so of life.
Well, that's good.
Gnomes, by the way, can live to like 600 or 700 years old.
Oh Jesus! So she's 500.
She is in her 500s. Yes.
You might as well get it while you can, Cal.
I mean, she looks pretty spry for 5.
Yep. Oh yeah, gnomes mature at about the same rate as other races, but just like elves, once they hit that adult age, their metabolism just like slows to a crawl, and they can just live for like 5+ years. And Dixel was already like in her 400 to 500s when she was recruited by the Order of the Silver Hand. So,
gotcha.
So she easily still has another 100 at least. You know, assuming nothing bad happens to her. Natural causes, she's still got another 100 or so years. So. That said, this does bring up one
protect
little
you with my life,
interesting...
little one.
Oh, yeah. This does bring up one little interesting lore detail. That is, the Gnome War was only 2 years ago. And when the Gnome War started, that was when all of the gnomes came up from underground. So if she's been around for like 1,000 years, that means there must have been a point like 1,000 years ago when the gnomes had emerged at for some period of time. So
they weren't always deep gnomes.
But yeah, it to that degree, Dixel would know literally nothing about the Gnome War or anything like that because she's been trapped here for, a millennia, if not longer. So
that is it is admirable and valiant of you to stay here and defend this temple. But also extremely sad. So when this is all said and done, if you would like, I can take you with me and we can I can show you the rest of the world.
You're gonna show us some other things too, aren't you?
Dixel...
You're not there yet.
Dixel would smile and say, it would be very nice to finally be able to get out and see the world again. I'm sure it has changed quite a bit since the last time I saw it.
And it's a promise. I shall take down this great evil. I shall take down this archlich. And
oh my God, that's it. I'm going to throw up.
Oh, dear.
Dixel will say, I'm sure you have noticed the thawing of the glacier around us. Unfortunately, with as much damage as the Undying Hand have done, I do not believe that the thawing can be stopped now. There is, however, still one hope. The thawing has not yet reached Zalazar's castle. If we could get all of you there before he is freed, perhaps you would be able to destroy him before he can return to his full power. If, however, we fail, Salazar will become free. And he would not only destroy all of Austerith, but he would be free to spread his influence across the world.
And that would mean Netsu is next.
We'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, gonna have to kick his, going to kick his ass. My dad trying, I guess.
Right. Dixel will say, right now, the spirit of Soldir lives on, serving as a guardian to Zalazar's castle. His spirit will allow no one entry the Undying Hand. Let's see. Sorry, let me reread this. Toldir's spirit lives on, serving as a guardian to the castle. The Undying Hand themselves should be unable to get into the castle so long as Tholdir's spirit remains. Unfortunately, the energy he expends in battle is taken from the Glacier spell. Eventually, if the Undying Hand throws enough creatures at him, it will cause the Glacier to thaw. Tholdir, however, did foresee that this day might come. He anticipated that a band of heroes would come and do what he and the Order of the Silver Hand could not. As such, Tholdir's spirit will allow anyone who wields his sword entry to the castle. To keep his sword out of wrongful hands, it was broken into 8 pieces and scattered across Osterith and even deep into the pit.
So we wanted to go down there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, eventually, yes, we were.
We were, but still.
Yeah.
My question is, why scatter some of the pieces down there? That's technically begging the enemy to grab some of them. But what do I know?
Well, do you know how notoriously difficult demons are to deal with?
Probably very.
They could be in it. They're all about contracts. Wait, no, those are devils.
Those are devils. Demons, if you make a contract with them, they'll break it and laugh at you for making a contract with them.
It's true.
Yep.
So Dixel can actually tell you the answer to that question, though. Why, some were scattered into the pit. She will say the pieces of the sword are shielded by a magical spell. That spell can only be removed by a single item. The Amulet of Harukan. Amulet of Harukan. Oh dear. There we go. I put those in the chat.
Okay.
She says, the Amulet of Harukan once belonged to Tholdir's brother, who was a powerful mage. Unfortunately, Harukan was killed by the Archlich Zalazar. Tholdir carried his brother's amulet until the day the Glacier spell was cast. Now, the amulet resides in the north, guarded by a powerful dragon known as Ulrith. Ulrith. She will say, Ulrith is a mithril dragon. As such, she has foreseen the character's arrival, let me say that in character. As such, she has likely foreseen your arrival and even your assistance in stopping the Undying Hand. Of course, not all futures are set in stone. Likely, she will have some tests for you to ensure that you are, in fact, the ones destined to defeat Zalazar.
More tests. Yippee.
I am certain, though, that if you were to complete these tasks, she would be more than willing to hand the amulet over to you.
At least that gives us another destination.
Indeed.
Hmm?
Before we depart, unless there's any more information that you can give us, is there anything you'd like for us to bring back for you? Because I am sure that this place can be a little. I don't mean to offend, but boring. Just staying here.
She giggles a little and says, "Trust me, if anyone were to say that this place is boring, I would be the first one. It is. Well, let me say it this way. At some point, you begin to forget that the things around you are not sentient. I have spent many days talking to the pews."
Oh boy.
I see. Yes, you need some. You need some stimulation. And I'm not saying it like that. I am not saying it like that. Get your mind out of the goddamn gutter.
Ay.
You need some Legos.
No one ever said I was thinking that way.
Don was. I could hear it.
Oh my gosh. I knew this session was going to be fun, but I didn't expect this fun. Oh my gosh.
I mean, if you're
help make it a little. I'm glad I could give you a smile.
I mean, look, if you're not willing, I mean,
no.
So you,
This
so
one's
you
mine.
are.
You have your sword.
Look, she has watched on multiple occasions.
Cal would like this one.
Dixel.
Oh,
Dixel will say, something to, having something to do other than simply talking to furniture would certainly be a welcome change.
Of course. I could see about going to the town nearby. Perhaps there are books, games, other things.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't lose my pack, I could have given her one of my. If I didn't lose my pack, I could have given her one of my books.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cal doesn't have anything in his inventory worth that would be beneficial to her.
Right. Dixel will say, while I have read all of the books myself that are in this temple, perhaps I can offer at least one of you something beneficial for your own journey. In the antechamber, just to the northwest of this room, there is a magical tome called a Manual of Quickness of Action.
Oh.
Out of character, because I don't know how to say this in character, if you spend a period of 48 hours, in fact, actually, here, I can also just post this to chat. But if you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 or less days, reading the content and practicing its guidelines, your dex score will increase by 2. And it'll also increase the maximum, which means that you can get up to a 22, basically, in dex.
Is that? I'm guessing that is for a single person, and we can't just pass the book around.
It's a once per century ability.
Unfortunately, once the manual has been completely read and imparted its magic, it becomes dormant for a century. So, I mean, if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centuries, you could all pass the book around and, all get it. It would just take 600 years to do that.
Well, at that point, it'd be better to stack it on to the highest decks. Get them speed.
Yeah.
Right.
If you have 6 centuries, then you probably have a couple more.
Decks in the party.
Right.
Probably. Definitely not Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Dex
If a
is
Drazi has the
his
highest,
dump
someone's
cat.
fucked up.
Probably not. Yeah, I think Don might.
What's his
let's
dex?
see.
Ramon has 18.
Don has a 16. Kona has a 10.
Ramon
Andrasia
has
has a
18.
12.
What type of armor is Ramon using?
Leather.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ramon does have an 18. So it looks like he is the highest. Especially considering Cal has an 8.
Ironic considering they're the paladin.
Yeah, Dex.
Yeah, Ramon is a
Dex
Dex paladin, so I mean it would work. But yeah, I mean that it kind of just depends, give it to the Dex paladin or give it to the rogue, because either one of them would benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, but yeah. It is back here in the side room here, the first room you went into. So, Dixel will say, once you have found the 8 pieces of Soldir's sword, if you bring them back to me, I will be able to use Tyr's power to reforge the pieces back into the full sword.
Sounds like a plan.
So the last thing that is listed in the module, but if you have anything else to ask, feel free to. But the last thing that I could think of that you might need to know that is in the module here, that I wrote down, is Dixel is going to give you a warning. She says, while you are out in the city, I must tell you to be careful. I am not the only surviving founding member of the Order of the Silver Hand. There are 2 others. One, I do not know where they are, but I do know of Taya.
Taya.
I take it
Taya.
she's not friendly.
I'm guessing
Taya.
she's a traitor.
Taya is a caballo. She has brown hair, dark skin, and void cursed eyes.
How do you spell that?
Taya caballo, which is horse maharlika.
Oh, the one you showed us that was white, if evil, white hot, white hot.
Hmm?
You showed it in the Discord.
Oh, it's Gold Ship.
So yeah, she does look like an Umamusume. She has horse ears, horse tail. In fact, I created her because I got into Umamusume while I was working on this part of the campaign.
Nice.
So I was like,
Nice.
I want an Umamusume, so I made her.
Cool. Cool.
Fair enough.
So,
I mean, shit.
Why not?
And,
Dare I say why not?
and I can't show you art of her yet because spoilers. However, I can tell you again. She has brown hair. She has kind of dark, almond skin tone. And she has void cursed eyes, which means like her eyes are like purple glowing eyes, and like where the what's the white part of your eyes called?
Sclera?
Is that I was gonna say
Yeah.
is that the sclera?
Sclera.
Yeah. Instead of her sclera being white, it is black.
Oh, much like a hollow from Bleach, just purple instead of yellow. Irises.
Possibly. I don't know. So, but yeah, basically her irises are purple and they glow. And then the sclera on her eyes is just completely void black. So, anyway, Dixel says, after the Order of the Silver Hand placed the Glacier spell, Taya was determined to find a way to put an end to Zalazar. To this end, she gave herself to the Void. She now calls herself a Void Reaper. And while you and her may be aligned in purpose, I doubt that Taya will care. The Void does not care for allies. It seeks to consume everything.
So, should we either avoid or...
Would you want us to put her out of commission?
Yeah.
She will say, if you think you may be strong enough, then if you wish to fight her, I suppose you can. But she is very strong.
Hmm.
Imagine so.
So if we run into her, we need to avoid at all costs until we feel we are ready. Understood.
Yes, that would likely be for the best. The last time I saw her, she did still seem friendly, but that was years ago. I have not seen her since. I only know that she is still alive because the three of us can still sense each other's life force.
Good to know.
Interesting.
Okay, so that was all that I could think of. If you have anything that you maybe thought of that I hadn't, feel free to, ask questions.
Any general idea? Okay, so we know that there are some shards in the pit, and there are shards scattered throughout. Or what about any like general directions?
Dixel can tell you that she knows that Tholdir put 4 in the pit and 4 in the city. Each of the 4 pieces that were put into the pit were placed on one of the 4 levels. So there is 1 piece per level, basically.
Gotcha.
As for where the pieces in the city are, Dixel will say, unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly where they are. I can tell you that once you get the Amulet of Harukan, it will be easy to find them.
Understood. And which that does make sense. If you were able to tell us the exact locations, there would be nothing stopping a intruder and true enemy to come find you and basically torture the information out of you. So yes, that is smart. But we will find this amulet, and then we can find the sword shards, and then bring them back to you. Right. And perhaps some other things to occupy your time.
Yumi would actually walk up and pull like a book out of her robe.
Okay.
I was done reading this anyway.
Alrighty. I mean, Dixel will happily take it. All things considered, she probably has never even seen that book before because all of the books she's read are from 1,000 years ago.
It's some schlocky young adult fiction.
So
heck, worse. It's hardcore. Worse. It's hardcore erotica her dad wrote.
Oh no!
Oh my!
Lord.
Yeah, it's a little known fact. Don does write based off of his experiences.
That's true.
Is it under a pseudonym?
No.
Oh no!
You kept one of my books. I have all of your books. They're dirty, but they're at least they're coherently written.
Cal is just like kind of mentally facepalming, but also like in his mind he's thinking, well, if Dixel reads that, maybe there's some things that she could learn that would be fun later on for us to try.
I'm just looking at Cal outside torture thinking.
Right. All right. Again, that was in his, in Cal's head.
Oh no, he just sees the look on his face.
So, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's like half like annoyance, but half, I wonder.
Look, if y'all could see, if Don can get teased about it, he's going to tease it right back.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there are a couple of other things that I just remembered. And I kind of forgot about it just because you all did the rest of the temple first. So like I didn't initially think about it. But Taya, or not Taya. Wow, definitely not Taya. Dixel will tell you that in the east wing of the temple, there is an armory It contains 2 suits of magical silvered plate mail. As well, there are several magical silvered weapons within the armory that you are all free to take. She says, I really have no need for I really have no need for money or really weaponry beyond what I currently have. She will say, in the northeast, there is the treasury. There is some gold there, as well as some healing potions that might assist you. Also, there are 2 Ioun stones, one of fortitude and one of mastery. Out of character, fortitude grants a +2 to con, as long as you are attuned to it. And mastery
Yummy.
increases your proficiency bonus by 1 while attuned to it.
So it's basically a free attunement.
So,
well, it takes up an attunement slot.
Yeah, it does take up an attunement slot, but I mean,
because it increases your proficiency bonus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. It increases your proficiency, but it takes up a slot, but then it gives you a slot. That's true, because
you have to have a slot first. But
yeah, because that's true. Everybody should have 5 attunement slots because this is TOV, not D&D.
Right.
And so when you attune to the one that gives you a +1 in your proficiency, that will increase your proficiency to 6, thus allowing you to attune to 6. Except that, of course, it takes up an attunement slot. So yeah, I see that. It's basically a free attunement for that specific one.
Cool.
So that said, when she mentions these things, that probably strikes a sudden realization of the 300 gold, 2 potions, and 2 strange gems that you found.
We might have already. Look, let's at least be truthful with her.
Yeah, that is very.
So
indeed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Look, we might have already gone through there.
We explored the temple before we came in here. It's a habit of ours that we've developed over the course of our adventures. Is that
I told them that we might just be fucking robbing someone, so
Dixel surprisingly just smiles and shakes her head and says, "Don't worry." She says, as I was planning to give them to you anyway, I won't fault you. If I were an adventurer, I certainly think that I would be unable to pass up the opportunity, especially with, well, me being the only person here in the temple. I'm sure that it seemed like there was nobody here, so.
That was our first guess, yes. Like they had all just up and vanished by some godly might or order.
Let's see. So, Dixel will respond and say, unfortunately, there was not so much that they vanished as much as it was that all of them, well, died. Sacrificed their lives.
You have my deepest sympathies and condolences.
Mm-hmm. She will speak up and say, if I may, anything you've taken already, I can identify it for you so that they can be of use to you.
Oh, that would be nice.
Now I get the fun part of going through and marking each item as identified. I also have to remember, and this is, oh god, this is in PG2. This wasn't in the original. I had my own rules for silvered items, but TOV added their own rules for silvered items in Player's Guide 2. So, I will, in between sessions, find that information and add it to your items, because I don't immediately recall where they are. But I will go into each of your inventories. I will identify the items. And then after I do that, I then have to actually go in and add the silvered to the item after I identify it, because it didn't let me do that when they were unidentified, oddly enough. So, identify the Warhammer. So all of these silvered weapons, by the way, are +2 weapons.
Hooray.
What type of weapons were there? I mean, there was one of them was a hammer. What was already stated.
Yeah.
I know I asked.
Yes.
Yeah. I know I asked.
The weapon types were yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically whatever your characters wanted to take. I mean, Ramon has a rapier.
Cal
Don took a short sword. Cal took a... Cal didn't take anything.
I did not.
Cal does not have any unidentified items. Kona took a claymore. Adrasia took a warhammer, and it doesn't look like Yumi took anything, so...
Well, she doesn't really use weapons, so...
But yeah, basically, you know...
Yeah. Yeah, Cal will take a glaive.
Take a glaive. Alrighty, I can give you a glaive.
Silvered glaive. That's gonna...
I guess if worst you could give her a quarterstaff.
A silvered quarterstaff. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I can do a silvered quarterstaff.
It's a giant fucking cane.
It's
not a cane. It's the stick that Gambit uses from the X-Men.
Let's see. Cal. Whoops. I don't even know why I opened those. I can't. I need to add them to your inventory first and then open them. Opening the freaking item from the compendium does me no good. Quarter staff. Okay. There's now a glaive in
cool silver glaive +2.
Cal's. And let me add a silvered quarterstaff that is +2 into Yumi's. There you go.
All right.
Sweet. So now Yep, he can go back. So Cal can go back to using the glaive and shield instead of the sword and shield.
Hmm. Indeed. Oh. Dixel will look to Adrasia and say, if you could, would you come here for just a moment?
Okay.
Adrasia is stuck on the pillar.
Yeah. I had her leaning up against it.
Aha.
Hmm.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. Well, I found out if you hold shift while you move, or before you think, you can do that.
She will place her hand on Adrasia and mutter a couple of words. And when she does that, your magical skin armor thing is uncursed and restored to its original properties. I figure now is a good time because you basically are all getting like magic stuff at this point, so. I figure I can give Adrasia her proper armor back.
Now just needs to upgrade it.
So yeah, Dixel touches Adrasia, mutters a few words, and smiles and says, "There, that should help. That should help you. I removed the void curse that was on your skin." She does that little like pause there for a moment before this, she's so on your skin.
Oh, so that's what was causing it to not be as tough.
Okay, so with that, so yeah, basically, the thing I forgot basically was after after you were done here, if you hadn't done the whole, east wing, she would have like taken you through the temple and been like, here, here's some gold, and hey, here's the awesome art, but you've already been through there, so she doesn't have any real reason to walk you through the temple. So
We do need to go get back and get the manual though, but yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say, don't forget Dixel especially would remind, the party in general, of the manual. So feel free to, grab that.
Who's using the manual? Who's using the Ioun Stone?
Cal would like to use the stone that adds the con.
I would like to have Don use a manual, but Ramon has the most decks.
Right.
Yeah.
The two Ioun stones in the
Paladin.
manual are both in Don's inventory. I can move them to whoever is actually going to get them, though.
So what's the Ioun Stone like? Which one?
One
does
gives a
Cal
proficiency. One gives a con.
Yeah.
Cal wants.
One
the
gives
con
proficiency +1, and one gives con +2.
I would take either the Ioun Stone or the manual. I don't mind either.
Okay.
If Don wants to take the,
take the other, basically.
Or take
whichever one Don wants,
manual.
Then you'll take the other kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, okay. I guess, and does Don want the manual or does he want the Ioun Stone?
Yep. The manual.
Okay.
All right.
I will
I'll take the
drop
Ioun Stone then.
Fortitude into
I just realized that
Ramon?
that Iron Stone would go really hard for a rogue. Because for expertise, that's a +2 immediately.
Yes, that is a +2 for expertise because it's double your proficiency bonus. So.
Oh yeah. But I guess.
But at the same time, at this level, your minimum is 11 or 10.
Right. I don't even need it, so we'll talk.
Or 11.
So I guess it just depends on who wants the +1 proficiency.
Well, wait, because I had mentioned that Cal would have wanted the fortitude, but if you guys would rather have the fortitude, then...
I don't want. Yeah, no, I wanted the.
We're talking about the Iron Stones.
Proficiency. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Ramon gets the proficiency.
The fortitude is the book.
Okay. So Ramon gets the proficiency bonus. Cal
Don gets the dex.
The con bonus. Whoops.
Yes.
No. Yes.
And then
Don gets the dex.
Don gets the dex bonus. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So there is a manual in Don's. There is a fortitude in Cal's.
Ooh.
And Ramon has a mastery. So assuming I did that right.
Yep.
Dixel will say, if at any point you are in desperate need for a place to stay or healing or anything of that nature, I am a rather powerful cleric, if I do say so myself. And I, of course, do have bedrooms open that you are all free to take if you need.
Okay.
So at any time, if you feel you need to, feel free to stop by. Out of character, she can cast Cure Wounds. She can cast Raise Dead. And she can cast Restoration.
Cool.
So.
Very nice. She is definitely going... She may not be able to come with us, but she will be indispensable.
Right.
Also, let's see, when everyone is ready to leave, Cal is going to sneak up and clean the mess that happened behind the pillar.
Speaking of the pillars, Dixel is actually going to make her way out into the main foyer, I guess is probably what it would actually be called.
Oh dear. No.
I just called it the entrance, so. And she's just gonna kind of take some time to just look over the pillars. You can tell that she seems to be reminiscing. So.
Kona has an ear-to-ear grin.
Yeah. Cal is gonna take some rags out of his pack and start just not, but can't really hide himself because he's a Drakatar, but he is going to clean the mess.
Clean the mess. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Kona just shakes her head like, man.
and Cal is just gonna catch that and be and hit aggressively motions got it, and
she just comes back with
simp.
Simp.
That was kind of rude. That was actually pretty rude, Kona, though.
So out of characterly, I will say, these pillars here, they are inscribed with the names of every member of the Order of the Silver Hand who sacrificed themselves that day.
I see.
So
yeah, don't piss on the names of the fallen.
Before your group leaves, Dixel will speak up and say, have any of you been to the Oracle since you have arrived?
Nope.
We have not.
I see. She will smile and say, if you would follow me this way then.
Oh.
And she's going to head off into the east wing here.
Why am I not able? Okay, there it goes. There's a very tight doorway.
Yeah. There's. I think the wall was bugging out on the doorway there, so.
A little bit, yeah. That's okay. I got through.
It should be fixed now, because I just just completely removed all the walls that were there. Dixel walks up to this wall.
It's a. Okay. There's a hidden.
Raises her hand to the wall, and you hear her mutter a couple of words, and suddenly, the wall vanishes, which I can't actually make happen, but I can remove the wall, like piece, of the map
that
thing.
Looks like a portal that a treasure goblin pops out of from Diablo.
Yep.
Dixel turns to your group and smiles and says, this is one of many portals here in Austerith that lead directly to the Oracle. The Oracle is a sacred place, one that many would make regular trips to. As such, a lot of wizards created many of these portals across the city. You will find them not only in the city, but some will even be in the pit. And I have reason to believe that Zalazar himself created some portals even in his castle. These portals, however, are one way. They only take you to the Oracle. They do not take you away. If you wish, you may use the portal here. But once you've gone through, you will not be able to use it to return.
Well, I do have a map for that, so.
Yeah, we have a magic map that brings us back to well, we could come back here, but we also have a town like Cal's been talking about.
Right.
And theoretically speaking, if we use the map to get to the Oracle this way, we will still be able to return. We should be able to return there if it fills out on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, once you get there, it'll be on the map, and you'll be able to just teleport. This was their method of fast travel back in the old campaign.
Okay.
So I've kind of updated it with the magical map, but the magical map only works in the city. There are portals in the pit and literally everywhere else that you will go to, there will be a portal somewhere that will take you back to the Oracle that way. So you may not fast travel right now. There are enemies nearby. So
basically, in the pit, if we're deep in it and SOL, we need to find one of these to get out.
yes.
Yep.
Gotcha.
It does also serve as a good way to get out of, the pit. So now in the original campaign, they did work 2-way, but you had to visit both locations. In my version, because I've given you the magical map, I've turned them into 1-way portals. They only go 2. They don't come back. So
makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, Dixel will, point to the portal and say, if you would like to use the portal, it will take you directly to the Oracle.
That would save us a little bit of traveling time.
Mm-hmm. Especially since you haven't been to the Oracle, and so it's not on your map yet.
Right.
And before we all jump into the portal, Cal will rummage through his... let's see, where does he keep this? Because he has his symbol of rank. Let's say he keeps it on his neck.
Okay.
He's going to remove his symbol of rank. And
would he have his symbol of rank?
Yes.
Even with all the items being lost?
That's true. Cause that might have.
Oh wait.
Because you remember you lost all of your items, so that would have been an.
Oh yeah.
So that would be gone too.
Okay, yeah. So
because remember, you were literally naked when you arrived, so you had nothing.
So he can't give the symbol of rank to Dixel.
Can I give the symbol of rank to Dixel? So
big sad.
It was a way to I promise I'll be back.
Right.
I mean, a little bit of a Terminator thing.
You can definitely do it when you return, so that's not a big deal. So.
Big guy. Yeah. Well, he does have a thing for the small ones.
They're not small. They're fun sized.
Oh, since I do see that people have some injuries.
Oh.
I'm gonna just roll this once. Everybody can take that.
Yay.
It's not much. It's 5 points, but
hey, it's
nothing.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
5 HP is 5 HP, so I'll give you all a quick first level cure wounds. And I guess that's the question. Do you want to go through the portal?
It seems like the logical solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case.
Yep.
Let me.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, before Cal jumps to the portal, he's gonna turn to Dixie. I'll be back. I promise.
I just kind of think it'd be kind of funny if, as he turns around to do that, Adrazia grabs him by the back and just drags him through the portal. Come on.
Just grab him by the tail.
And she has the strength for it.
Yeah. Can he do opposing strength checks?
Sure, if you want.
Okay, strength check.
Oh, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard to beat. Yep.
Cal turns to Dixel, is about to say something really sweet, and Adrazia just reaches out, grabs him by the back of the collar, and just throws him into the portal.
I kind of prefer her just grabbing him by the tail and just chucking him.
That too. Yeah, that's true.
So long, Bowser.
She
Oh.
does it Mario style, where she just grabs him by the tail and spins him around and then throws him into the wall.
And as soon as like Cal like lands on the other side, all you hear is this.
Oh, thank you so much for sparing us another round.
Before Don goes through, he'll get back to you.
Ramon just kind of watches all this go down, then sighs and walks through after everyone else.
So on the Austerith map, you might have to go towards New Austerith, but you should see a circle that has been carved out of the darkness. Because that
You do not. You need a deselect your token.
That is really close to New Austerith.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm surprised we didn't go there first.
Yeah. I was honestly surprised that you all decided to go straight up, because I mean it was right there. So,
Right?
but I mean you didn't know that it was right there, obviously.
Right.
So
I was thinking it's gonna be like way off the beaten path.
The oracle's right there. So
Interesting.
you literally could have just gone straight there as the first thing. So it's kind of funny.
Well, at least Cal will be able to like go straight to New Austerith, find some really cool knickknacks for yeah.
For Dixel.
Yeah, Dixel.
Dixel.
I keep wanting to say Dixie, but yeah.
Dixel.
Dixel.
Dixie would be a pixie.
Yeah. A very southern pixie.
You all take a moment, or I guess Cal takes a moment to kind of, brush himself off after getting thrown through the portal.
And mumble some curse words.
You are just about to begin moving when you hear shouting nearby.
Oh. Combat.
Persephone? Persephone?
You hear shouting nearby.
Perception-y?
You can perception if you would like, yeah.
Sure.
That was a 16. I'm sorry. Book your dice.
I got a 9, but it went straight to a 19, to an 18. So I'll take that.
Oh wow! I was watching the dice roll on OBS, but because I had the campaign module open instead of Foundry, the dice on like my actual instance of Foundry, the GM instance, didn't actually roll until I clicked into Foundry.
Actually,
so that was weird.
How far would you say that it is?
The shouting?
Roughly. Yeah.
Not too far away.
Would you say about 60 feet?
Probably. What do you have in mind?
Divine sense.
But to detect the presence of supernatural forces, location of a celestial fiend or undead. Okay. Cool.
Huh.
Unfortunately, there are no celestials, fiends, or undead. I can tell you that much, sadly.
Okay.
But what you do see is that there appear to be... Let me see if I have images for these guys. I should. Oh. Except that they're these guys still. That's fine. I could just use these guys well enough. These are just basic TOV token characters, but it's fine.
Yeah, it is a baseball bat.
They have club. It's funny, they have clubs in their token, but they're wielding daggers. Like even in their
it's
original
just
stat
a
sheet.
difference of damage.
So
damage type, not even damage die.
yeah.
Is that like a Louisville Slugger right there?
Mm-hmm.
That looks like
Honestly,
a
I
Louisville Slugger.
consider that a great club, which is like a D8, if I remember correctly.
Well,
I believe so,
it's I think it's just a regular club. It's just
Hmm.
that their stat sheet has daggers instead of clubs. So
Weird.
but I'm pretty
Either
sure it's
way.
just supposed to be like a basic club because
Yeah.
these guys don't have any like martial weapons on them. It's just simple weapons.
Huh.
So D6.
Either way, I'm ready to play some ball.
You see two of these men dressed in robes. Around them are a rather sufficient group of monsters.
Ooh, what
This
kinds?
includes such creatures as displacer beasts, basilisks, griffins, and even a couple of minotaurs.
Oh, damn.
Standing just off to the side, however, you see... Let me double check this again. A group of 5 of these guys. Let me double check that number again just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. 5 people wearing what appears to be just standard like breastplate. Like medium armor type breastplate. They are accompanied by 2 priests and a very strong looking wizard.
Oh, dang.
All the fighters, the priests, and the mage all appear to be sporting the mark of, and I'm gonna type this because heck if I know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna pronounce it anyway. Thrim. That's my
Thrymir.
assumption.
Grim.
Thrymir, yeah.
Thrim. Thrim. I'm not sure the exact way to actually
I'm pretty
pronounce
sure it's
it.
pronounced Thrymir, but let me check.
Yeah, it might be Thrimir. But they're all wearing marks of the god of frost giants and cold, which is a white double-bladed axe.
Ew.
These
Frost, ew.
2
Cold, ew.
groups, the monsters and the robe dudes and the Thrym dudes, look as though they are on the verge of like jumping at each other's throats, like literally like jumping in and fighting each other. They are screaming and hollering. You can see the mage is starting to like weave his fingers in a way that insinuates he's getting a spell ready. You know?
Is it Fireball?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, this should be good.
So, yeah, so it's pronounced Thrymir.
Thrimmer. Okay.
Thrymir.
So
Grimmer.
Arcana check.
good to
Oh, that's...
good to keep that in mind since this will be important anyway.
I don't suppose I'd have advantage because fire.
No, unfortunately.
Darn.
I knew he was a 30. Jesus.
I'm just gonna have her jump and say, "Hit me, hit me, hit me."
So yeah,
I
you
wanna
have
watch these
no
guys
idea
kill
what
each
the spell is that the mage is getting ready to cast. So, so, so the question does become, what do you want to wait and see how things turn out?
I think we should.
I
It is a lot of enemies.
It is. However, wait.
I'm
So
gonna,
both sides are bad?
I'm going to use that Arcana check to see if there's any like effects going on here.
Okay.
Is there a check that I can determine which side is the best to ally with for this? Or are they
I mean,
both
they're a
bad?
basilisk, so
You could
I would
roll. I would say
Insight.
yeah, I was thinking insight. So I guess I can give you an insight check.
13.
Might as well insight myself.
I mean, they're both bad.
Oh, so okay, so
even though they look as if they are opposing each other, you know that Threemer, I believe is how you said,
Thrimmer.
Thrimmer.
Yeah.
You know that Thrimmer is an evil god. And you also know that the two robed figures are very clearly aligned with the monsters. So they're probably both bad. I don't think either side would be beneficial to try to, like, ally with. So
Like I said, let him cook.
Cal's gonna be like, maybe we should have asked our gnome friend for a nuke. Because gnomes can do that.
Technically. Or at least freaking the last group of gnomes could. Who knows about the gnomes from 1,000 years ago.
I'm going to roll history to see if she even knows before I say it. Yeah, no. Never mind. I was going to have a Drazi say something like, "Oh, do you even know what happened last time they did something like that?" But don't. She was in the fire plane when that happened.
He was on a plane that was on fire.
Which is funny because you'd think that'd be one of the things she'd want to know about.
Right.
That's a boom.
Big booms. Yeah, I mean, there's the option to let him cook, but also Cal doesn't mind a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Drazi is like, "Ooh, shoot me, shoot me."
With fire. If she doesn't know if it's fireball though.
Right.
Oh, don't get me
Never
wrong.
interrupt
I
an
love a
enemy
fight.
when they're making a mistake.
But how often do I get to watch a fight?
Right?
That is true. But
Plus,
out of character, think of all the work that
we get to kill everyone at the end. We still get the XP.
But all
Exactly.
the work
We wait to
that
see who wins,
Shireen's
and we fuck them up.
But Shireen, what all the work that she's gone through?
The amount of enemies I would have to run in one encounter.
Yep.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah, let's wait it out, see what happens.
Alrighty. Give me some stealth checks.
Ooh, okay.
And
Oh, shit.
remember,
This is
if you're
gonna
wearing
suck.
if you're wearing certain heavy armor, it does impose
Uh-huh.
disadvantage.
I don't have disadvantage, fortunately.
Cool. Oh god,
I got a
5.
5.
Not that it matters.
5 up draws you.
Freaking hell.
Ramon
Just
with
the
the
moment-
21, so at least that's one good roll.
Like the party just has to hold her back from jumping in when she sees a fireball about to be cast.
Yeah, Cal is just sitting there antsy and is like, he's tapping his foot. He's also kind of like reaching into his bag for like a bag of popcorn and holding it over Adrazi's hair.
Right. I just need Kona and Don, or Yumi, whichever character you want
Does
to
your
use
hair
in
actually
the
pop
fight.
popcorn?
That's a good question.
Say
I
again?
know I used that last.
You're saying, does Adrazia's hair actually pop popcorn?
Oh, does Adrazia's hair pop popcorn? That's
Oof.
funny.
Does the Flaming Ifrit's hair pop popcorn? I wonder.
Okay, I was seeing if I had like a bonus or anything.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just gonna be my normal roll.
Normal roll.
And just for shits and giggles. Let's see how.
So a 5 for Yumi, a 17 for Kona. Of course, Don has minimum 10.
Yeah.
So that's 23.
That's just him.
There
that's
was
just him
there was no
sneaking
doubt in
around.
Don's case.
Yeah, Don had no problems.
Yeah, Don doesn't ever need to roll stealth. He just succeeds.
Well, you never
Unless it's a
know.
net one. Unless it's a net one.
All it takes is another rogue
so-
with proficiency and perception.
Let me bring you all over to this map. Let me get rid of Ankasanamen. God, that name.
For the record, I am using Yumi for this.
You use Yumi? Okay. I will bring Yumi in.
Cool.
If you could bring your characters to the bottom of the map for me. Oh, wait. Hang on. Here, where Yumi is. My bad. I thought I revealed her, and I did not. I was gonna say down near where Yumi is, but just as I wanted to say that, Yumi wasn't there.
Oh, by the way, can you make Yumi's token small?
Yeah, I can fix Yumi's token and make it small. Scale ratio of 0.7. And then actually go into her current token, because that was the prototype token that I did that on. And convert it. There we go. Now small. Okay. Bring Ramon down here.
We got... Man,
Huh?
our party is half big, half small.
Yeah, it's real interesting. So deciding to wait and see what happens. You need not wait long, because just as you finish making the choice to wait, you watch as the wizard raises his hand and just drops a gigantic freaking bolt of ice just straight into the middle of the monsters.
Ooh, that's cold.
The moment that giant chunk of ice just slams in, the monsters charge, and a massive melee between the two sides occurs. You watch as they tear each other limb from limb. Literally, the displacer beasts, like, taking their tentacles, reaching out, and just, like, tearing a guy apart, you know? When the fight finally dies down, the only remaining people from the fight are Where is my... Here it is. Hang on a second. I need to copy tokens from my combat screen and bring them over here. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and give these guys some damage from that fight. So all that remains from the carnage are 3 of the fighters and a single priest. Unfortunately, though the mage dropped a giant chunk of ice on top of the monsters deemed the mage to be the one to go after.
It makes sense.
And needless to say, when the two minotaurs did not take long to run over to the mage and cleave his head off.
Oh, wonderful.
Unfortunately, the minotaurs soon fell shortly after that to the fighters and the priests and everything. So the mage is gone, but there's still a priest and 3 fighters. You watch this carnage go down, and just as the carnage dies down, the priest turns and notices your group. He shouts out, "More of them!" And at that point, well...
Kona looks genuinely moved by the carnage and actually, like, starts clapping.
With that said, though, these guys do ready themselves for another fight, which we'll do next session because it's 12 o'clock.
Fair enough.
So I don't think this would be a long combat. I mean, it's 4 guys all at roughly half HP, and needless to say, the encounter that the random encounter that these guys are part of kind of requires the mage for like 50% of the threat. So they're already down by like 50% just from the mage being gone, and then the other 2 fighters and the priest are gone, and then they're all at like half HP. They've got like a quarter of the threat they should have.
Jesus.
So I don't think this is going to be a long encounter, but it is 12 o'clock, and I think this is a perfect spot to stop at. So, with that, I'll have you roll initiative next week.
Okay.
And actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys a little bit closer.
Yeah.
So that they can be a little closer in combat for you. Not that I think they're going to last. I don't expect this to be more than a 1-turn combat, but you never know. So.
Oh, so you're approaching me.
So. But with that, I hope all of you enjoyed. But I also hope that all of you watching the podcast or listening or whatever enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. You can check the playlist for the other 6 sessions, or if you're watching this in the future, the other who knows how many sessions. This is easily going to be like a year-long campaign. So
Thank you.
I would not be surprised if there are 50+ sessions by the time this is done.
Sweet.
So,
Awesome.
But you can also feel free to come out to twitch.tv/Serene Inc., where this is streamed live Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come on out, hang out with us, chat in the chat if you want. We don't we keep an eye on the chat and do chat in the chat, but we don't like speak responses. I'm just saying. So, or at least I, watch the chat.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know how much. Oh, I don't know how many of you actually keep, go to the chat and like keep it open or whatnot.
I need to start doing that.
Yeah, I've got it open.
Okay. Either way, with that said, we'll see you all next time.
See ya.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, and all that stuff.
Right?
And thanks to everyone for watching. You guys
Give
are
a
amazing.
give a thumbs up if you like giant dragons getting the hots for
Tiny gnomes.
small creatures.
Yeah. She's
That
literally 2 foot tall.
That freaking donkey and dragon dynamic.
But it's opposite.
It's the opposite of Skitty on Waylord.
The campaign module, by the way, does actually state that she is 2 foot tall. So.
No, that is Skitty on Waylord.
Yeah, that is just Skitty on
Yeah.
Waylord.
That's some Skitty on Waylord right there. That's
a
for sure.
male Skitty on female Waylord.
I mean, you ever see what happens when they stick a
No,
coconut on a pole?
that's when Don is with a woman.
Bye bye.
On with a Goliath.